Hi YouTube friends, my name's Christine and I'm here today to bring you about a 30-35 minute yoga and barre fusion workout. We're going to start with a little yoga warm-up. We're going to move through some standing barre poses and then we're going to finish with a yoga flow. I'm also going to make this video into two parts, so if you want to add on some mat work with a nice core, glutes, and bridge section, just go ahead and check for video 2 of my November YoBarre. And I'm calling this my Feel Good YoBarre class, YoBarre, yoga and barre. Because we're just lightening it up the week after Halloween with a nice feel good playlist. We're not having any music today, but you can follow along on my Spotify playlist. This one's called Feel Good YoBarre, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right. So today we're going to use a yoga mat and water. Those are just our standard props. I also have a bar here. You can use a chair if you want, or a sturdy countertop, or even just a wall, basically any sturdy surface to hang on to. And then we're also going to use a ball and some light weights. I like to use 3-pound for bar. Some people like to use 2. And this is a Pilates ball. This one's the bender ball, but you can use anything that you like. All right, and you can also do this entire workout with no props, which is great too. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start at the back of our mat today. So just finding a nice grounded space with those feet. Feel all 4 corners of your feet touching the mat. Inhale, bring the shoulders all the way up towards the ears. And then exhale, just bring those shoulders all the way down the back, opening up your chest. Next inhale, we're gonna sweep the arms up to the sky. And then just take an open arm twist to one side, gazing back over those back fingertips. Inhale, rise, come center. Exhale, take that same open arm twist to the other side. Come back up, and then come all the way down to the mat. We're gonna let those fingertips just drip towards the mat today. Bending into that left knee deeply. Walk the hands over to the outside of the left foot. Nice stretch for the back of the legs here. Come back center, straighten out, bend into that right knee, and walk the hands to the outside of the right foot. We're gonna come back center once more, walk the hands to the shins. This time, extend the spine with a flat back. Gaze forward to the front of the mat, and then walk out to plank pose. So once you reach your plank pose, we're gonna extend back through the heels, wrap those inner thighs in towards each other, pull the belly button to spine, and then press away from the palms with fingers spread wide. So your entire body is engaged here. We're also not dipping those hips down too low or reaching them up too high, just keeping them in one straight line from the heels through to the crown of the head. We're gonna lower all the way to the mat, release to the tops of the feet. Inhale, press into the palms, lift the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. I'm gonna rise to the toes, shift the hips high and back. Downward facing dog. Lengthen out through the heels here. Let the chest sink towards the mat. And then walk the hands back to the feet. We're gonna soften the knees and start to rise up slow. Taking that through just one more time. Inhale, arms go up tall. Exhale, take that open arm twist to one side. Inhale, rise center. Exhale, bring it over to the other side. Come back up once more, this time gazing through the fingertips. Take a slight back bend and then flow all the way down to the mat once more. Releasing any tension from the neck and the head here. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins, extend the spine. So we're skipping those knee bends this time. Walk it out to plank pose. All right, you have the option of going through baby cobra once more, or another option is to just lower to hover over the mat. Inhale, slide through, upward facing dog, lifting those knees and hips off the mat. Then exhale, tip back over the toes, shift back to downward facing dog. This time we're gonna walk our feet into the center of the mat and rise up for our standing warm up. All right, so for our standing warm up, we're gonna step the feet a little bit wider. Make sure you guys can see me. All right, so we're gonna step the feet actually very wide. Coming into a second position plie combo here. So the knees and toes are tracking out at about 45-degree angles from each other. Arms are going straight out to a T. And we're gonna take it down all the way up, then down and halfway up. Here we go. So it's down all the way, down halfway. All the way, down halfway. Perfect. All right, so what this allows you to do is just pause as you come up for that halfway lift here and really kind of focus on your alignment. So it's as if we are sliding our back down a wall here, not hinging forward from the hips at all, but just taking it straight up and down. Just do 2 more here. Last one. All right, we're gonna step those feet under the hips now and take it into a parallel squat with some swinging arms. So just down and up. Perfect. So weights going to the heels, arms are big and swinging here, upping our cardio warm up here. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna add a knee lift. So using the core to drive up that knee, pointing the toe at the top. Nice work. We've got 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, hold at the top, step to the top of your mat, and we're gonna step the right leg back to a high crescent here, hinging forward. Bring it right back up, forward, and up. We're gonna do that 2 more times. So just hinging forward with a flat back. All right, hold this time. Step the right foot up, left foot goes back. Sink down through the hips, grow tall through the crown of the head. Hinge forward and up, forward and up. 2 more times. Really finding some nice length here through that left hip flexor. All right, we're gonna step it up. Back to those swing squats here. Down and lift. We've got 8 right here. Maybe he's picking up the pace a little bit. We're getting nice and warm. 2 more. Then we're gonna add that knee lift next time. Lift. We've got 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, hold that squat at the bottom and just pulse it down right here. We're gonna start to tap our toes out and in. So this is something that I'm gonna bring back in one combo today. Weights going to the heels. This is really firing up those quads. In case you couldn't tell already. And find your natural breath again while we're here. We've got 4 counts. 3, 2, and 1. All right, rise up. We're gonna start to step back to the front of our mat and take it into some reverse lunges here. So just stepping 1 foot back and then the next. Finding your full range. All right, you can add some arms when you're ready. Hands heart center to sweep back at the top. Let's do 4 more. Really step that foot far back. All right, pulse it down for 3, 3, 2, 1, and rise. 3, 2, 1, and rise. This is our last combo of our standing warm-up. So keep it strong. 4 more to finish. And rise. 3. Last 2. Last 1. All right, good work. Let's grab a drink of water. And we're gonna come on down to the mat for our plank warm up here. So I guess we are still warming up. All right, and there's my cat Nala. All right, We're gonna come on down to the mat now. Find a plank pose, and we're gonna start a lunging plank series. So just start stepping the right foot up and then the left foot up. And I realize this is kind of an awkward one, especially when we first start doing it at the beginning of a workout, but we are really going to work on opening those hips and gaining strength through this combo. Next time, keep that right foot up, plant it down, lift the right arm tall, bring it back down, and step back. Left side, left leg comes up, left arm goes high, bring it down, step it back. We're gonna speed it up now. So it's right, lift, down, back, left, lift, down, back. And you'll already notice that maybe it's getting a tiny bit easier to bring those legs up at the sides. So it doesn't take much to start really warming up the body here. All right, we've got 2 more. Last one. And hold plank pose. All right, from here, we're gonna lower our knees to the mat. Make sure that you're not right here, but that you are still finding one straight diagonal line from the knees now up through the crown of the head. We're gonna walk the hands wide, a little bit wider than your mat, and come into some push-ups right here. So it's down and lift. Breathe through these. We've got 4 more. This is our only push-up sequence that we have until yoga later. Surprise. All right, pulse it down for 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1. 2 more, just like that. Stay strong. You can do it. 2, 1. Press it back to child's pose. All right, so this is an active child's pose. So the hips are going back to the heels, but we're still on our toes here, finding a nice length and stretch through the inside of the upper arms and reaching long through those fingertips. All right, we're gonna bring it back to plank pose and finish with that lunge combo. Right leg first. It's up, lift, down, back. Left side, lift, down, back. Right side. And keep it going. Finding that twist as you gaze up to the fingertips each time as you lift. We've got 2 more times each side. Last one each side. All right, press it back to downward facing dog. Now noticing how much warmer and open the body feels, letting those heels really reach back towards the mat. Hips are high, chest lengthens down. Nice deep inhale and exhale. All right, we're gonna walk the feet in, start to rise up slow. Grab a quick drink of water, and we're gonna move on to some squats and biceps here. All right, so grab your weights. Like I said, I'm gonna use some 3-pound weights today, but 2 or actually even 4s would work as well. All right, so we're gonna set up in a sumo squat. So feet are under the hips, and then you take just 1 step wider. We're gonna sink down. This time we are hinging forward a little bit. So I am hinging, not sliding my back down that wall, but finding that nice hinge. All right, we're gonna pulse it down in a squat. Tap those 2 toes out and in. All right, we've got 4 more. 3, 2. All right, bring those arms down by the sides. Bicep curl, in, out. So one of the reasons why we're hinging forward is so those weights can feel a little bit heavier. So make sure you're using your core to support yourself here as you squeeze those biceps at the top. For 4 here. 3, 2. Hold those arms down to the side. Start to rise and sink. Lift and lower. For 4, then we're moving to a combo. 3, 2, and 1. Pause at the bottom, add that curl. lower, rise, sink, curl, lower, rise, sink. Nice. Keep that combo going. Really squeezing those biceps in at the bottom, finding that full extension at the top. Make sure you can lift all 10 toes off the mat. Weights to the heels. Last one. All right, hold it down, hands heart center. Pulse that squat, toe taps. Out and in. We've got 4 here. And I know you're feeling it in the quads. 2 and 1. Drop those arms to the side. Bicep curl. Find that hinge forward from the hips. Just 4 here. 3, 2, full range squat, down and up. Lift, lower, lift, lower. So as we move full range, it kind of gives our muscles a little bit of a break here, flushing out some of that lactic acid. All right, next time, pause at the bottom, add that curl, in, out, up, down. Nice work. Just a few more of these. Stay strong, getting nice and warm. Last 4, lift, lower, 3, lift, lower, last 2, last 1. All right, nice work. I'm gonna face to the side for the next one. I'm gonna soften those knees, find that same hinge forward, and then straighten the arms back behind you, palms in. We're gonna bring it in and out. Full range triceps and biceps here, but the focus is on the back, on the triceps, on that backward press. So find a rhythm here. Keep those elbows stuck to the body. We're not swinging the arms, but using the muscles in a controlled way. All right, next time, find up, then take it halfway in, up, halfway. So halfway is just coming to those hips here. And breathe. 2, hold it back, palms go up, little lifts right here, lift. And this is when those 2 and 3 pound weights start to feel real heavy. We're gonna stay strong. This is our only tricep sequence of our class today. All right, so we're pulsing up. Now we're gonna change to pulse in. So squeezing those shoulder blades in the back, keeping the knees soft, keeping that spine extended, neutral neck, neutral space. So for 4 here, 3, 2, 1, now up and in, lift and lower. So we're just pulsing it up here, which means just a tiny lift. This is something really common in barre classes that gets so deeply into those muscles and really helps to create changes in the body, making us feel so strong and toned. 4 here, 3, you got it, last 2, last 1. All right, woo, rise up, shake it out. We're gonna find a first position, so bringing those heels together, toes apart in an athletic V. Elbows are stuck into the sides, hands are going out at 45-degree angle. We're gonna lift everything up and then bring it down and up, full range. Here we go. So it's down, lift. And I like to do everything in usually like an 8 or 16 count. That way if you're listening to music while you do this, you kind of can find those natural transitions. Halfway down, lift. Halfway down, lift. Last 4, 3, 2. This time hold that half range and pulse it up. Tiny lifts here, tiny, tiny lifts. This should really be burning up those calf muscles. Try to keep those thighs zipped up together and keeping those biceps toasty. 8 to finish. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna lower those heels, bring it all the way down and halfway up. So it's down all the way, down halfway. So this is a first position plie with a bicep curl. Down and up, down halfway, down, up, down halfway. Couple more here. Little full range, half range combo. All right, hold it down at the bottom. This time we're gonna lift right here, lift, lift. So this time we are trying to slide our back down that wall. So I'm not hinging forward like this, but I'm keeping it straight up and down, keeping that alignment going. 8 to finish, 8 here, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up. All right, we've got 2 more standing combos, then we're on to yoga and we're all done for this half of the video, this portion. All right, so we're finding a second position wide, knees and toes tracking out at 45-degree angle. Back is sliding down that wall, elbows out at shoulder height. Full range here, lift and lower. I know my weights are disappearing up there for you guys, but you know where I'm going with this. Just finding that light tap at the top for 3, 2, and 1. Take it up halfway now. Close those elbows open. Half range with a chest press. We've got 4 here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, hold those hips down. Elbows come in. We're gonna pulse it up right here. Lift, lift. So elbows are coming straight out from those shoulders. You can bring them in a tiny bit if you want. We're gonna burn up those quads for this last little section here. All right, hold. Single arm is going out at each side. So it's down, out. So I'm adding a little pulse down as I open and close those shoulders and those elbows. All right, can you sink a tiny bit lower? Almost there, friends. 6, 5, last 4, last 3, 2, hold it center now, pulse it up to finish. Lift, lift, stay strong. I can see you through that screen. Don't give up on me. Last counts, 8 here, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up. Woo. We're gonna ditch those weights to the side. All right, take a quick sip of water. Nice work, everyone, and we're gonna head to the bar. So go ahead and grab your chair or your sturdy space, whatever you are working with today. All right, so you can either face the bar for this one, or you can come at a little bit of a diagonal. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so we're gonna start in our first position, heels together, toes apart, outside leg, or you can do your right leg, comes back and sinks down to curtsy lunge. We're taking it down and up full range, lower and lift. So the difference between a curtsy lunge and a regular is that our knees are going out a little bit. This can help to really strengthen the inner and outer thighs and all those muscles around the knee. For some people, this does not feel good on the knee though, so you can change it up. It's up to you. We've got 2 here and 1. Next time we're gonna add a little calf tap up, so it's down and lift. So I'm externally rotating that hip as I bring it up to passe. Nice job. All right, next time hold that passe calf tap. Right arm lifts. We're gonna hinge forward and rise. Hinge forward and lift. Forward and lift. This time hold that hinge right here. Pulse that back leg up. So still externally rotating that hip, getting you deeply into those back glutes here for 4, 3, 2, 8 more. All right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to pulse it up for 3, 2, 1. Step back to curtsy. 3, 2, 1. Curtsy lunge. You got it. So this is not about how far you're hinging necessarily, but just getting into that glute and keeping those legs strong. We've got 3 more here. Curtsy lunge. 3, 2, 1. Curtsy. 3, 2, 1. Hold that lunge. Elbow goes to the side. Pulse it down right here. Down. So again, those tiny lift and lowers at the bottom of that curtsy for 4, 3, 2, hold it down, knees go out. All right, so our hips are low. We are burning up all of our leg muscles now, almost to the finish. 4, 3, 2, and 1, rise up. We're gonna switch sides. All right, so finding those toes together, knees apart, left leg this time comes back and sinks you down to full range curtsy. We're taking it down and up. Down, lift. So as you find your full range, find a nice full extension at the top. Make sure everything's feeling good as you lower down. We've got 4 here. 3, 2. Next time, add that calf tap up, passe. So passe is just a ballet term for this movement here, where we're bringing up the leg, externally rotating the hip. At least that's how I understand it from my barre training. I was never a ballerina, full disclosure there. 6 here. Last 4, 3, 2. Next time, hold that calf tap, left arm lifts, and then you hinge forward. Rise and hinge. Rise, hinge. Last time, hold that hinge forward, back leg, tiny pulse up. You can add a tiny pulse with this front arm too. Just feels good, right? So now we are in that full hinge, but working and focusing on that back glute, that lifted left leg. 8 counts. Then we're gonna pulse it up for 3 and move back to curtsy lunge in 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Pulse it up for 3, 3, 2, 1, and curtsy. 3, 2, 1, curtsy. So you notice I'm not hinging as far forward when I do this one. All right, we've got 3, 2, 1, curtsy. 3, 2, focus on that glute. Last 2, step it back. Last 1. All right, hold that curtsy lunge down, hand to the hip, pulse down. Full arms distance away from the bar, or you can bring both hands to the hips, it's up to you. 8 counts here. And breathe. 4, 3, 2, hold it down, knees go out to finish. So you are at the lowest low point of that curtsy lunge. 8 here. 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna do a couple stretches here at the bar. Just find that same full length distance away. Bring the right leg up, cross the right foot over, and sink it down to figure 4 stretch here. So you can be up close to the bar like me right here, or if you have a very sturdy surface, you can be back here really pulling on the bar, lowering down into the hips. And rise up. You can always take these stretches a little bit longer on your own as well. If you want to pause the video, just shortening up a tiny bit so our video is not too long today. We've just got one yoga flow sequence and then we are all done. All right, go ahead and rise up, grab a quick drink of water once more. Always remember to drink that water, is so important. All right, and we're gonna start in a downward facing dog today. So I'm actually gonna move my bar. You might wanna do that as well, so you're not kicking it when you're reaching up for downward facing dog. All right, so go ahead and find that downward facing dog. And go ahead and start with a nice deep breath in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. One more time. Just letting all that tension roll off the shoulders down into the earth. Inhale, lift the right leg tall. As you exhale, bend the knee, opening the hip to the wide side of your mat. Then inhale, squaring the hips, straightening that leg once more, gaze to the hands, and step your foot through to lunge. So finding a nice Deep lunge here, keeping that back knee lifted. We're gonna step the left foot up to meet the right, crouching forward fold, keeping those knees and hips low. Inhale, arms sweep up to Ukatasana, chair pose. So lengthening down through the tailbone, growing tall through the crown of the head and the fingertips. Nice deep inhale here. And exhale, arms sweep back, left leg comes back. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lengthen down through that back left heel. Inhale, arms sweep up, crescent pose. And exhale, pivot that back heel down, opening up the arms to a T, warrior two. So you want to be gazing past those right fingertips. Glance down, make sure you can see the big toe past your knee here. Inhale and exhale. We're gonna bring it right up to star pose. Arms go up, palms touch at the top. Take a mini back bend here. And exhale, bringing the hands to the hips. Hinge forward with a flat back. And then release the neck and the head down towards the mat. Forward fold. Strengthen the legs, start to rise up slow. Bring those arms out to a T, palms down. We're gonna pivot our feet around to the back of the mat and then lengthen past that back leg. We're gonna tick-tock over here to triangle pose. So a lot of people like to keep a little micro bend in that front knee. It's a great idea to prevent overextension here. Gazing up through that fingertop tips, inhale. Exhale, now bend that knee, bringing your palm to the mat, low extended side angle. Inhale and exhale, chest wraps down towards the mat now. So we're just pivoting back towards our mat. Both hands are inside that left foot. Lower the right knee to the mat, release to the tops of the feet. Inhale, left palm lifts up. So you're lifting up the arm that is on the same side as that bent knee into dragonfly twist. Inhale here. Exhale, hands come down, foot steps back. Then we're gonna just walk those hands a little bit wider. So we're gonna come into a slow push-up here and lift. We've just got a couple more. And if you're a person like me that almost always does push-ups on your knees, go ahead and try to lift them up this time. I think you can do it. We are nice and warm. This is the end of our workout. See what you can do and what you can accomplish here. All right, next time, hold that hover. We're gonna inhale, slide through, upward facing dog. Knees and hips lifted off the mat, core extended, heart is up. Exhale, tip back over the toes, downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk both hands back towards the mat. Sink into the heels, lift the hips high, chest lengthens down. Complete breath here. We've got one more side to go. Inhale, lift that left leg tall. Exhale, bend the knee, opening in the hip to the wide side of the mat. Inhale, square the hips, extend the leg, gaze to the hands, and step that left foot through to lunge pose. From here, right foot follows the left, right up, crouching forward fold, keeping those knees and hips low. Inhale, arms sweep up, Ukatasana, chair pose, lengthen down through the tailbone, grow tall through the crown of the head. Nice deep inhale, exhale, sweep the arms back, right leg comes back this time, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you, lengthen back and down through the back heel. Inhale, arms sweep up, crescent pose. Then exhale, pivot that back foot down and open the arms to a T, warrior two. Glance down, make sure you can see that big toe past your bent knee. Then we're gonna come all the way up to star pose. Hands come overhead, palms lightly touch, little back bend here. This time we're gonna come straight forward with pointed fingers all the way down to the mat. Once you're there, go ahead and release the hands and the neck and the head, coming all the way down into a nice wide leg forward fold. We're gonna take a quick break here, walking the hands to the left, stretching out that left inner thigh. Walk the hands center and then to the other side. Coming back center, strengthen up through the legs, start to rise slow. Bringing those arms to a T, palms down. Pivoting our feet back to the front of the mat. Stretch past that front leg and then tick-tock over to triangle pose. So again, okay, and even recommended maybe to put a tiny micro bend into that front knee here, gazing up to the top fingertips. Inhale here, and exhale, bend that knee, bringing the hand all the way down to the mat if you can. If you're up here, that's totally fine too. It's all good. Be where you are today and be okay with that. All right, our chest pivots back down towards the mat. Both hands are inside that right foot. Drop the back knee. Release the top of the back foot. Inhale, lift the right arm tall this time. Gazing up towards the right fingertips. You don't have to strain your neck to get there, but just opening up the side of the body, opening up that right shoulder. Exhale, bring it down. Stepping back to plank. Hands go wide. 2 more push-ups. You got it this time. It's down and lift. Down and lift. Next time, hold that hover. Hold, hold, hold. Inhale, slide through. Upward facing dog. Exhale, tip back over the toes. Downward facing dog. And we made it to the end of our workout, friends. We're gonna find a nice child's pose to finish here. Some thoughts that I want you to take with you today are just to find those peaceful moments inside yourself. There's a lot of darkness and chaos out there in the world, but we can always come to our yoga mats or just to our breath to find our inner peaceful self. There's also a lot of happy moments in the world these days. Some of us are living simpler lives. Maybe we didn't plan on it that way, but that's how it happened. And there are definitely moments to rejoice in the simple things in life. Just breathe here. All right, start to walk those hands in. We're going to take a quick stretch here of the shoulders each side. And again, you can take these stretches longer on your own. You're going to bring both hands over the head, opening up the triceps here. All right, find one Malasana Yogi squat. So we're opening up the inner thighs here, using the sides of the arms to press out. Tailbone lengthens down, crown of the head grows tall. Nice deep inhale here. And exhale, hands come down, hips go high. We're gonna start to rise up. Take a couple breaths. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come down. Come right back up to the top. And we are all finished. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed yoga and barre. And make sure that you catch the complement to this workout, which is all of our mat, core, bridges, and glutes, and a nice little yoga cool down as well in video number 2, or you can do them separately. So thanks guys, see you next time.